Do you know these kind of people that walk in a room and they have just this special aura around them, and they're so charismatic and you cannot stop looking about them, and they seem super beautiful and radiant? I'm sure you know these kind of people. And most of the time this has nothing to do with the actual physical looks, but it has everything to do with their aura, with the energy that they're exuding. There's something special about them and you cannot really pinpoint it. But what I will do in this video, I'm gonna give you the tips and advice based on human design on how you can also glow up and come into your radiant energy, so you will enter every room and people will just notice your shine, will notice your glow, and how you can really glow up from the inside out. And in case you don't know me yet, my name is Leandra. I'm a human design expert and I also work in the holistic health space. And if you would like to work one-on-one with me, you can find all the links for that down below. And if you have not calculated your human design chart yet, please do so you can follow along with this video. And you will also find a link for my free app Era, where you can calculate your chart and come along. So when we look at the different energy types, each of these energy types has a different aura attached to them, which means the field that they have around them is really different and is unique. And that field is what others feel from you, is that what others sense from you. And sometimes when we're in alignment, our aura is shining, and when we're not in alignment, other people will notice that as well. And now we're going to go through all of the different types, and I will share with you my top hacks on how to get your aura shining and how to become magnetic, not only physically speaking, but also in the way that you feel. So let's start with the generator types, and I'm also a generator. And for the generator, it is super important that you follow your joy, that you find the things in your life that truly bring you satisfaction and that truly light you up. That means that you find your field of expertise. In my case, that would be human design, but also everything connected to holistic health. And that is what you're here to bring to this world. That is what you're here to execute day by day, so you get more energy actually by doing that. Which means when I'm talking about human design, I really feel this rush of energy coming through me. And when I'm doing and holding my sessions in a yoga studios where I'm working, or one-on-one readings with client, I really feel how this is charging me up with energy. And if I have felt a little bit even tired before or low on energy, afterwards I just notice how I'm glowing, how I get so much just this warm energy within me. And that is really what gives you back your glow. This is what gives you back your energy. So really finding the things that truly bring you enjoyment. And it doesn't necessarily need to come through a job. It can come through many different ways, maybe through spending time with several friends. And you know, when you're saying goodbye to them, when you're leaving them, you really feel this excitement, you feel this energy, and you feel more energized after having met them than before. So your question is always, what brings me energy? Or is this thing, this person, this activity bringing me energy? And when you day by day, moment by moment, engage into all of these things that give you more energy, this is how you become radiant. This is how you get your glow. And other people will notice that in you once you come in the door. And there is nothing better than a generator who is truly fulfilled with their life and what they're doing. And that is really bringing more opportunities and more things to them, because you know when someone is getting up super frustrated and has this frustrating aura around them, which would be the opposite when a generator is not in alignment, that really doesn't bring a lot of opportunities, right? Because people don't really want to engage with you, people don't really want to work with you, don't want to give you opportunities. However, if you are in this inner glow, this is when truly also more of the goodness can come to you and more doors can open, and you will get more clients, you will find more people who want to hang out with you. So this is really how you get your energy back. So find specifically a work. We are spending so much time working in our life. So life is too short and too precious, specifically for you as a generator, that you spend your time and all your energy into something that frustrates you. So find that thing that really brings you joy. And as I said, it could be even small things. Maybe you love hanging out with friends and drinking coffee. You love gardening maybe. So really do more of that, and don't be afraid of like, oh, what when if the money doesn't come, whatever. The money will follow, because you will exude this glow. You will have a major glow up, which will open new doors for you. And I can speak from my own experience here that it works. So let's move on to our dear projectors. So the projectors are really the soft and gentle and sensitive, really powerful guides though, who see so much and sense so much and feel so much, and they're the ones who really hold the world together. So there's a lot of spiritual heaviness, let's say, on a projector, which kind of can drain their energy. So the projector, also not having defined sacral, might feel exhausted a little bit faster than the generator types. So your glow up really comes from taking really good care and really taking good care of your health and well-being, and taking time for yourself, allowing yourself to rest, because you burn yourself out very quickly if you try to live life as a generator. If you're in that high performance, fast pace, more hours, more doing, if you're in that energy, you will really drain your glow, you will drain your light. And it's so important, extra important for you, that you have this radiance about you, because your aura is meant to be magnetic actually, so you can attract more of the invitations to come find you, so you can go and shine and show what you can do, or show your speciality into the world. But that can only happen if people see in you that you're fulfilled, that you are well rested, that you are looking after your health and well-being. So really your capital, your glow, comes from actually doing less and really taking more care of your downtime. And you will notice the more time you take for yourself and for the things that truly matter for you, and the more rested you feel, the more things will naturally come to you and flow to you. Whereas you try to push harder and do more and more, this is when you lose your spark, this is when you lose your light, and this is also when other people cannot see that in you anymore and not give you invitations. And that is what you're meant to attract. You're meant to be magnetic. So try to do less, try to really check in with yourself. And sometimes that might be difficult for a projector, because you're so focused on the other that you sometimes forget about yourself, that this is the important step to, yes, you can see the other, but also you need to learn how to see yourself a bit more and get in touch with yourself more, and really see what is it that you need that brings you more health and more well-being. Let's move on to our dear manifesting generators. So you are really here to be the powerhouses of everyone. You're here to have all these different things, all these different hobbies, interests, etc. So your life is not meant to be boring. So the more you can allow yourself actually to live this sense of freedom, to live this very multifaceted life, and to explore different avenues and have big dreams and have big visions, the more you will glow up. And the more you will find that your energy is coming back to you. Whereas as if you try to fit in and dim your light and maybe work like a generator, just one day, the same thing day in and day out, that actually drains your energy, and that is taking away your spark, that is taking away your glow. And that is why often I really have a problem when people say, oh, I have ADHD, I need to take some medication, so I will be very focused on just one specific thing. That is often manifesting generators that think it is wrong to do a lot of different things at the same time. And by any means, if you have ADHD, I don't want to put that down or disvalue that. You know best what's good for you. But I also really want to open up that new avenue to tell you, hey, maybe it is also not ADHD, or you can call it like that, but maybe that's a gift. Maybe it is a gift to have so many different thoughts and so many different directions in which your interests are spread, or in which your work is going. So really allowing yourself to have maybe 2 jobs, maybe 3 jobs, if that resonates with you. There's really nothing wrong with that. That is actually good for you and your energy, as long as it brings you a spark, as long as you love what you're doing. That is always on the core of a generator type. So follow the many things that are lighting you up. And even if you don't follow through, you will have learned something on the journey, and you will have taken something from that actually helps you also on your path on finding the next thing. So changing up your schedule, changing up your routines, maybe changing up your appearance from time to time as well, changing up your clothing style, not being boring in that sense, is really something that a manifesting generator needs to get back the spark, get your energy. And if you really can allow that to yourself, you are such a powerhouse, and everyone will feel your amazing, powerful spark, and really will be attracted to you when you come in a room, and feel this charisma that naturally radiates from you with your open aura. So let's move on to the reflector. So you, dear reflectors, you are always a mirror or a representation of the people around you, of your environment, of the place where you are. So you need to allow yourself to travel, to really check out different places, to taste and sample different people and different maybe cultures as well. So the more you can allow yourself to explore and to go on different avenues, the more you will get your spark, because that's when you can decide what environment feels good for you, feels right for you, what kind of people feel right for you. So really checking in with yourself, how do you actually feel, how does your body feel, how does your health feel in different places with different people. And only surrounding yourself really with people who are good for you, because you will be a representation of them. If you have people around you that are toxic or that are talking bad or that are not in their glow, that is how you will feel as well. So you get your spark by having the right people around you and living at the right spot for you. And that often comes from really also allowing yourself that freedom of first testing out or not being fixed in one place, or trying out different locations to live, or maybe having several homes as well. So you're here to be really in that flow, and the less you try to control the things, the more you allow in that spark, you allow in that flow, the more things will work out for you, and the more you will get this natural universal spark that you already hold within you, because you're really a unicorn. Everyone will notice your spark right away anyways when you allow yourself to tap into that uniqueness and to go into your spark. And I have a few reflectors in my surrounding, and all of them have this natural, really sparkly, beautiful unicorn aura. And it's so amazing to see what happens when you're tapping into your power and just allow yourself to flow. And last but not least, our dear manifestors. So the manifestors are really here to be the initiators. They're absolute powerhouses, and you have so much power to initiate things and to have impact on the world, but also on other people. But what I often see is that manifestors hold themselves a little bit back, especially manifestor women don't really know that they own so much power, or they're taught from early age that they're too much, or that they need to dim down their light and that they need to conform or go on a regular day basis in their routines. However, this is not meant for the manifestor. The manifestor is here to be a representation of freedom, to be a representation of maybe travel, explorance, adventure, to really have their own independency and to have their own mind about things. So the more you can really not conform to what other people are telling you what to do, and really come to your own ideas on how to live life and live your freedom and travel and go out and explore the world. This is how you get your inner spark. This is how your charisma comes. And don't be afraid to speak up, because a lot of manifestors have the problem that they think no one understands me anyways, or people will hold me back when I'm speaking my truth. However, the opposite is the case. The more you communicate, the more you share yourself with the world, the more people will understand you and maybe come in touch with you, and the more beautiful connections you will be able to make. And that is something that will really charge you up, because in the end, you only want to come to your inner peace. And that inner peace comes by informing others what you're up to do, and then doing the things anyways as you want to do them. So really stepping in your freedom, stepping into your power. Don't let other people hold you back. You do you. You're a unicorn as well in another way, and you're here to explore the world as well. And don't forget to communicate. Don't forget to involve others also in your projects, in whatever you're up to. Well, because that will also help you, make you more charismatic and more understandable for other people. And on top of all the different types, it is obviously super, super helpful to know what your eating type is, because eating is such a big part of our life, because obviously we eat several times a day, most of us. And also our living situation is super important, because this is where we mostly spend a lot of time. So these two factors can also tremendously help you to experience a major glow up apart from everything that I've said before. So if you're interested, check out also your digestion type and your environment. And I have very in-depth videos on all of them. So you can find that also on my channel. Check in and see what else you can do to experience a major glow up, also physically speaking, so you can come in your charisma, so you can have more energy about everything that you're doing. And if you want to know your purpose, then I highly recommend you becoming a member of my channel for a very low price. So there is my whole program on how to find your purpose, a step-by-step approach, and you will get exclusive videos that are only for my members every single month and exclusive PDFs. So you can join my membership. I'm happy to see you there, and I'm sending you so much love and bye. I hope I see you next time.